So yesterday on Family Day, something really, really sad but really pissed me off happened. So I was at my buddy Bill's house, and we heard a shotgun blast go off. And sure enough, I ran down the driveway and looked, and there's a cop shooting a 12 gauge shotgun at a fucking raccoon in front of Sobeys. So, I'm not thinking anything of it. Well, at first I didn't know it was a raccoon. My buddy Bill thought it was a dog. So me and my other buddy Justin, we decided to walk over there and, take a peek to make sure it wasn't a dog or a cat. Because, if it was a dog or a cat, I would be fucking pissed. Because you need to be calling animal control or, the pound or whatever to pick them up. SPCA, whatever, or OSPCA. So anyways, so I walk over there with my buddy Justin. And I just look, and I just wanted to see if it was a dog or a cat. And the cop says to me, "We don't need you over here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off." And that really pissed me off, because there's no way in hell a Woodstock police officer should be speaking to me like that. First off, I was never ignorant to him. I was polite. I just walked up. Hadn't even said anything to him. And he was getting all ignorant to me, which I think is complete BS bullshit. You are a public servant. You uphold the law. You are not above the law. And you do not talk to the public like that. That's bullshit. So anyway, so I came back across the street and, told the cop that he can fuck off, because that really pissed me off. And you want to be ignorant with me? I'll get ignorant back. I got no problem with that. My tax-paying dollars pay for your ass. Not the other way around. You're a public servant, period. You don't talk to the public like that. So anyway, so we come back. And I'm not even 20 feet away yet. And he blew his shotgun off again. Right behind me. Which I jumped. Like I fucking snapped. Like, that's ignorant. What happens if a shotgun shell ricocheted off what they're shooting at, which was a raccoon, and hit me? Or hit the kids that were walking down the sidewalk 30 fucking feet away. 40 feet away. What if then? First off, an officer should not be shooting a shotgun in a public area like that while there's children around. Two, he doesn't need to be ignorant to anybody, because you're a public servant. You don't have the right to be ignorant like that unless we're ignorant to you, which you weren't. All you had to say was, "Oh, hey, it's dangerous over here. Can you please step back and go away? We don't need any help." And said he didn't. So I just wanted to let everybody know that that's how Woodstock police act. Ignorant and childish like that. I'm sick and tired of these cops doing this. And that's why officers have a bad name. That's why police have bad name. Because they talk to the public like that. If you don't want to get a bad name, don't talk like a fucking idiot. Don't be disrespectful to pedestrians. It's simple as that. Because, if it's not for us, you don't have a job. You don't get paid if we don't pay our taxes. So at the end of the day, you work for us. You're the public servant. Anyways, I just figured I'd tell everybody that on Facebook, and, whoever else wants to watch it. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous that, shit like that. Especially the fact that he's shooting a gun off in public. And then, you know what? I did what most people would do. I called the police station, and I wanted to report a complaint against staff, or to the officers. So I called the staff sergeant. And the staff sergeant told me that he was unaware that the officers were up there shooting a raccoon in Sobeys parking lot. They never told him. They never contacted him and said, "Hey, we have a ravaged raccoon up here." And the funny thing is the raccoon wasn't even foaming out the mouth. It didn't look vicious. Nothing. It was like a light brown one too. It almost looked like it was still young. It wasn't old yet. Because I thought most raccoons are usually like black and gray, or right? But he wasn't. He was like a really, really, really light brown color. Almost looked like he was part dog or something. But he didn't look vicious. Like, no foam out the mouth. He wasn't hissing. Like, he wasn't hissing at the officers. So this is why I'm very concerned. Because you know what? If that raccoon didn't have rabies and didn't have anything wrong with him, why was he shot with a shotgun twice? A 12 gauge at that. Why? Why didn't he call the OSPCA or the pound to come and pick them up and let them put them down humanely, like with a needle? Or they will release it out into the wild, out in the country, so it's not in town. But there's no call to be killing an animal like that in town in front of children. Like children walking down the street that are 10, 12, 13 years old, 14 years old, watching a cop shoot a fucking raccoon with a 12 gauge 40 feet away. This is ridiculous. I am so sick and tired of this shit happening with fucking police that think that they fucking run the streets. You don't run the streets. We own the streets because we fucking pay for it. Period. I fucking go to the store and buy a chocolate bar and I pay 13% tax. That 13% tax is paying for your fucking ass to be on my street that I fucking paid for with the tax. So yeah, so that's just my rant of the day. Well, it should have been my rant of yesterday, but I wasn't on Facebook most of yesterday. So I was on, I think, once or twice. So, and just to check on a few things. But yeah, just let me know what you think, people. Comment below, you know. Just let me know, you know. Alright? You all have a good day. If I don't talk to you, have a good day, guys. Later.